Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to another video. It's Stephen here, live for Watchalong over on YouTube for once, actually. You know my Watchalongs have been on bigup.com for a while now. They're having technical issues today, so they've told me to do it over here on YouTube. So I'm live with you guys on YouTube for this game. It should be fun. How are you guys feeling? Are you confident? Are you nervous? Do let me know. I'll be here with you guys for the next 3 hours or so on YouTube. Fingers crossed things are going to be good today. Fingers crossed City are going to get a victory against a very, very, very athletic and irrational. No, sorry, what's not irrational? Unpredictable is probably the word I'm looking for. Spurs side. So we'll see how it goes. I am sort of reasonably calm about this. Let me quickly just do a little Instagram post saying I'm live on YouTube because I've not been on YouTube for a while for a watch along. So you guys can sort of be in the background if that's all right. I'll just do a quick video right now. Hey guys, live on youtube.com/Esteemed Kompany now for the watch along, so come and join me over here for hopefully City getting back to winning ways. I'm also live right now, so thank you everyone for watching. youtube.com/Esteemed Kompany. See you there. There we go. So there we go. I had to do that. Just get that out of the way. I'm reasonably confident. I'm hopefully confident. You know that we could do the job today. Let me just type that out. YouTube. I just don't know. I don't know what kind of side we're going to put out. You know how we're going to line up fully. Spurs, like if Guardiola's got into the heads, the team is good enough on the pitch. There's no guarantee that it's good enough in practice, but it's good enough on paper at very least. It's just going to be difficult. I'll bring up the actual lineups over on SofaScore, which I'll be basically going to a lot today. Where's the? Sorry, that's the. There we go. That got covered up there, the timer. Let me go over to SofaScore. So here's the lineups for today. Hello, do say hello, by the way, in the chat. To Letty, smash the like button, absolutely. To Chris. Stones in midfield, we'll see, mate. I don't think anyone fully knows how it's going to be. I mean, if it was Stones in midfield, I wouldn't be against it, you know. This is my prediction. I think when I think it will be this. And I think Foden will normally be on the left. But I do think we'll see sort of Foden tuck in and end up with Rico sort of ahead of Bernardo and Foden there. I think Vardy will push up. And I think we'll attack sort of like this in terms of shape. I think there'll be something like that. But I don't know. I can't guarantee it. It could be that Stones goes into midfield. If Stones goes into midfield, it could look like this, where Stones goes up alongside Gundo, who's a little bit deeper. So you get that, basically. Foden could be on this side. Savinho could be on that side. I don't know. But my instinct is that Foden will be on the left, tucking in, sort of playing as a false winger. He could do it over here. It could be Bernardo out wide. I don't know. There's a few permutations which I'm not sure. Yeah, we are currently suffering through Storm Bert. Which is obviously very, very apt right now. Where I live in Ramsbottom, which is about half an hour away from the Etihad Stadium. Sort of in between Manchester and Burnley. That's where I live, in the middle. And honestly, we are suffering for the weather here. Like everywhere, the rivers are burst around here. So frankly, I'm on a hill, but I've never seen places where I've lived before actually flood like this. So yeah, it's not looking good in terms of the weather. But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we'll be all right. Let me get my stream sorted. Let me log into my VPN, get it sorted. What's your predictions? Do let me know in the chat. I would be fascinated to know. I don't know yet. I can't. My mood is generally one of positivity because I do think Pep's going to sort of get a reaction out of the players. And it's also Spurs. Spurs could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. It could go either way here. So I'm really not sure. I don't know until I see how we start, which I think is a reasonable feel. Like it's been 2 weeks and time is a healer. Some of the players have been away. Like I'm relatively confident we could get a reaction today, so we'll see. Don't forget, if you're looking for a VPN, by the way, go to my previous video, which was live an hour ago, and check out protonvpn.com/Esteemed Kompany to get a really good deal on a cracking VPN and hopefully save yourself some money there. And then log into a stream in a different place. They present the Ballon d'Or yet? I don't know, Kian. I've not even looked, mate. I've been downstairs just with my wife, chatting to my wife and son. So I've not been on until I went live. I presume they have. I presume they have. Someone let me know. Why is it not working for me here? Come on. I need to log in. I've got kids' nursery rhymes in my head because of my son. Right, so where is City versus Spurs? Here we go. Sign in. Oh, let me sign in the details. I've not got my logged in details today. And then I can get my stream up. My head is confident because of Guardiola, but I don't think there's any guarantee. Are we logged in? Am I logged in here? No, I'm not on there today, Thomas. They're having technical issues, mate, so I'm streaming over here. They actually recommended that I did it over here today, so I'm not over there today, mate. Rico midfield, we will see. I'm actually just trying to log into my VPN to actually get the stream up. Where are we at? Where's the actual lineups? There we go. So I do feel quite relaxed, but not fully. I do genuinely trust Pep to sort this out. There we go. I've got my stream working now. There we go. Right, I've got my stream live and kicking. I am quite... Yeah, I don't know. Have they done the thingy yet? Have they done the Ballon d'Or thing? Like, it's a truly miserable day. Honestly, I can't put into words how minging it is if you're not in Manchester today, like, or around Manchester. It's just grim, man. It's just like never-ending rain. It's been raining all day, and I've not enjoyed it at all. I will check if... Yeah, there we go. I mean, look at this. There we go. Let me go to... Here we go. Look at this. Look at this presentation for Rodri. That's amazing. Look at that. That's sick, isn't it? They've done like a proper light show for him and everything. That is really, really cool, to be fair. I didn't see it because my stream is doing this thing where it doesn't show the game and doesn't show anything until kickoff, which is annoying. That's a proper celebration of Rodri, isn't it? And he deserves it. He really does. Best player in the world. Absolutely. That's so cool. Yeah, we could do with him, couldn't we? No Kovacic, by the way. He's such a big blow. It really is. I've not really talked about him much because I've not been obviously live since it happened. Well, not really. I didn't do a preview until earlier. And it's a massive blow. It's an absolute massive blow. Look, if Rodri's here, we win the league this season. We walk it again. Like, I feel that confident, even without De Bruyne. Like, he is the difference maker, in my personal opinion. We'll see how it goes. It's just, I do hope now, by the way, that because, like, in January, Guardiola is going to be here for another 2.5 years. I do hope we start the build then, you know, that we try and get some players in. Like, is Zubamendi or someone like that? Because we're going to need it. Anyway, we're 2 minutes to kick off. What's everyone's predictions? Do let me know where you're watching as well. And please give my tweet a share or on Twitter or on Blue Sky, wherever, for the watch along. The Rodri stuff is class. I'm going to search to see any videos I can find on Twitter first. Let's have a look if I can find any. It'd be great to see some videos of it. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this, man. That's class. Can you see that? That's from Simon Peach. Yeah, that's really, really cool. Proper celebration for the man himself, who 1,000,000,000% deserves it. Yeah, there's going to be goals today. Absolutely, MH96. Two very unserious teams right now. They really are. If we're being totally honest with ourselves, neither team are serious, you know? What's people... I wouldn't be very City today. Yeah, Aspie, Big Up's not working today, mate. Big Up told me to stream over here, so I was like, fair enough. They said they're having technical problems and it's pausing all the time, so I'm over here today. But big up for actually letting me know about that as well. So yeah, they didn't want me to go live and be a bad experience for you guys. I would say 3-2. Yeah, maybe if we're going to win, there's going to be a lot of goals in it. I probably agree with that. How's everyone's week been, by the way? You good? I've been suffering with the weather. It's been driving me mad. A couple of early nights, and I feel much better today. So That's all good. Right, come on, City, into these. Like, this game today is so important for the narrative. If City, after Guardiola, bounce back today, yeah, like if City bounce back today, I think it'll change the mood massively. Right, my stream's about to kick off. Come on, you Blues. I really need a big game today. It's great to see Pep in it stay. Like, it's massive. Like, the mood of everything is so much different if Guardiola stays. Has it kicked off yet? I think it's about to, isn't it? Aspi says 3-2. Chris says 4-1. Johnny does deserve every bit. Love Rodri. Ballon d'Or, by the way. Little old Man City with a Ballon d'Or. Feels good, doesn't it? Come on, you Blues. Yeah, I've noticed it's a bit delayed, isn't it? I'm fascinated to see where everyone goes. Yeah, I don't know who's... I feel Foden's going to be on the left today. It's raining still over there. Not sure if it's raining here. It's stopped where I am. So I'm about a few miles north of Manchester. I'm in Bury Way, Ramsbottom. And it's stopped raining here, so I'm hoping it'll stop raining in Manchester soon too. Looks like it's mildly raining. It's calmed down a little bit because it was torrential earlier. It was really bad. So it looks like Savinho on the left by the looks of it. Savinho on the left. So Savinho on the left. Foden on the right. And we're underway. I'm 30 seconds behind today, which is not too bad. It's as good as it can get being online. So it looks like it's this. Savinho on the left, Foden on there, Bernardo through the middle. And Foden already taken down. Come on, you Blues, man. Booked on Basuma there already. Foden took the ball off Basuma, who's just like hacked him down, to be honest. That's a real cynical yellow early on. So it does look like we've got this. I don't know the full shape defensively, but Savinho is over on the left. Bernardo, is Stones coming into midfield? We will see. I would like it to be this today. Rico occasionally going outside a bit, or Bernardo going outside of Foden. We don't know the full shape yet, but it is Savinho on the left. It looks like they might be right there. So for score. Oh, there was something there at the back post, potentially. It's decent cross from Gundogan. It's just hit. Is it Akanji? Yeah, it's hit Akanji, hasn't it? It's a shame. That's a shame, that. Spurs, as ever. They aggressively... they'll aggressively keep the ball on the ground, won't they? It does look like, yeah, Bernardo and Gundo ahead of them. Bernardo and Rico ahead of Gundogan. So we're defending like this, basically. We're defending like this. Sort of like this. Go on, Haaland. Good ball from Phil to Vardiol. Put Haaland out. Oh. That'd be nice, MH96. I think like Savinho's first goal could sort of be a bit of a... Though we don't create many chances, Savinho, I would argue, in general. He probably could have had 2 or 3, though. Good start, though. Good start. So it was interesting to hear Guardiola talk about Walker being desperate for 100 caps for England, how it's sort of affecting his decision a little bit. Savinho's done well there to drive in. That's why he wants to go and play. That stuff, like, is one of the things as a manager you can't do much about. Like, you want the players to rest, but you've sort of got to respect their wishes as well to an extent. Good start this from City. I don't think that possession is right at all, from what I can see. Why is it showing 67% Spurs? I've only seen City have the ball. That must not be right. Foden's done really well there. Go on. Go on, Haaland. Oh, he's put it wide. He should have scored. It should be 1-0. Should be 1-0. Haaland uncharacteristically hesitant there. Oh, he's been blocked. It's poor touch from Haaland. It should be out of his feet there. He's got to score there, Haaland. Michael, not even remotely surprised, mate. I was hoping he'd be available, but like I think the KDB it's like a chronic issue, isn't it? I don't expect De Bruyne to start any time now, unless he plays 3 or 4 games and then he looks good. Then I'll expect him to start, but largely not, mate. I expect KDB, my mate who follows me on Twitter, of course, KDB, love you, pal. I don't expect him to start these days. Worryingly, I feel like he is sort of just his body's failing him a little bit. Pep would love to start him, by the way. Pep's going to start him. If KDB says I can start, he'll start him. It's as simple as that. So I don't think this is a Pep thing at all. Savinho's done really well there. Again. Good start, this. Yeah, Madison should got booked then, by the way. As a truck driver and fan of you, my next load is for you. Thank you so much, mate. No one's ever told me that before. Foden started really sharp here. Plenty of space. It's like, for once, like, there's loads of space and there's like Spurs are open, which Foden will thrive in it. Jack, maybe, mate. Stinky Pete. I would love Jack to get his fitness, form, and everything back. We need it, if we're being honest. We need them all. We need everyone back. Because like, even if you don't rate the player fully, you can admit that Jack Grealish isn't a terrible footballer, you know. And him being available rests other people, alleviates pressure, gives us something slightly different. What a ball! Oh! Nearly a great ball to Kyle Walker. Gundo doing his Gundogan thing. You might have just been offside, Kyle Walker, anyway. So much space. Very generous team to play against right now. Spurs look naive defensively. They haven't got the pace of Van de Ven as well to bail them out. Oh, they just played a really nice ball, though. Oh, my God, they're so in behind, they? Oh, God. There was a counter-attack then that they could have done something with, but shocking decision-making for Spurs, thankfully. That could have been a chance on goal if they played that right. I'm all bunged up today. Very wintry. Yeah, and I was feeling really wintry right now. I'm sick of the cold, man. People who prefer winter to summer are freaks. What's wrong with you? Unless you've got, I guess, Saharan desert temperatures, I understand that. But in general, in the northwest, like, well, come on, man. Winter's minging. Dark, cold, wet. Played a Kanji. Kanji's done really well here. Just took City 30 yards up the pitch. Went past the line or two. If we can do that with our minute defenders, by the way, that'd be really useful. Gundo going for the Rodri Ferner scoops today. I get that fair, Michael. I have hate for you too, mate. It's just... Like, so far, Gundo's playing those Rodri dinked balls that we've missed for ages. Like, we've missed those passes for ages. You know, those little ones over the back line. I think we look pretty good so far, Pete. We've had a couple of chances, mate. Are you being serious, Pete, there? Mate, I mean, we've had a really good start, I would argue. I'm not saying it's been perfect, but it's been a good start. To be fair, I get that City slacker, mate. You've got oh, you're a Spurs fan. Oh, there you go. I thought you were a City fan, Pete. I was confused. It's because you're Spurs, Pete. You'll probably still win anyway, mate. Don't worry. Like, anyone gets at us. Come on, Brock. Say, do you, my mate? I hope we do GJC. GJC in the chat, I hope we do sign a defensive midfielder, mate. I think we need to. My reasoning being is that I feel like the long succession to Rodri begins now. I think it is, because I think there's no guarantee Rodri comes back and is perfect. I don't think we're going to see the best of Rodri for a year from now still. Still a year from now. So presume that we're going to need a backup for a best part of the year. Get someone like Zubamendi in now and just build forward, because why wait? Why wait? Oh, lovely from Savinho. Oh, so Haaland again with a big chance. Savinho, so nice, man. What a footballer. I love Savinho, man. Good save. Really good save. Good goalkeeper, to be fair. Is it Vicario in that today? Yeah. He's a good player, Vicario. This has been a good start, man. Been a really good start from City. Yeah, there's goals in this game today. The thing is, for me, is this we actually started like this against Sporting, didn't we? And Brighton to an extent. It was fitness has let it down. Like, first half an hour great, next half an hour a bit ropey, last half an hour just dead on our feet. This is where hopefully a little bit of rest and a bit of time away, and the news from Pep, do better than that, Phil, will help and lead into it. I do wonder what someone like Maddison would have done at City, by the way, for the punt that he took on him. I don't think he's, like, perfect, but, you know, he's got Postecoglou who's made him better. And are you kidding me? Are you just... Fucking hell. Fucking hell, man. Look at the commentator's curse on that. I was just fucking talking about him as well. Fuck me, man. Ah, Vardy, man, you gotta do better than that. Ah, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. The whole goal is just so frustrating. The whole thing is a shambles. It's defensively all over the place. Yeah. Maddison, as I was just talking about, a good player. He scored the opening goal, and we were playing quite well. Honestly, this side is just so bad at this stuff. How are we this bad at this kind of simple stuff? I just don't get it. So we're currently on for 5 losses in a row as it stands. I'm just sort of sick of this defence is letting us down. It's so open. It's the same shit, isn't it? Every single time, it really is. We were playing quite well, typically. I can't believe I started fucking talking about Maddison. It's one of those things where Foden lost the ball, Gundogan didn't track his man, Vardy was poor defensively. Ah, Phil, you got to score. Decent chance of Foden. No, he's stretching, isn't he? He's got over the bar. You've always going to get chances against us, Pete. That's the thing, mate. Oh, what is that, Bernardo, mate? That's so fucking sloppy. I love you, Bernardo, but those little passes will drive Pep mad. Honestly, the focus, lads, focus. I don't really know. I think it's just entirely down to personnel. God, I miss Ruben Diaz. Maybe Pete, maybe mate, but I don't think Haaland's the problem right now. To be honest, pal, we won the Haaland treble with him. You know, I think the team around him's got worse. I think City's biggest issue is midfield. I mean, oh god, Jesus Christ, nearly through a go. The peak has to be the where we ended the treble season. That team was brutal. Oh, Jesus. Good effort from Son. Good save from Edison. Yeah? Sure. Ruben's coming to say hello. Hopefully he's a good luck charm. Yeah, great shot effort from Son there. 20-yarder curling. That's the kind of goal that goes in usually against us. An inch taller, and that's the back of the net. Inch taller, inch higher. You just eulogising over there. He is. City losing already. Chatting to Nicola there, by the way. My son's coming up to say hello. Coming up to say hello, Rubes. Where is he? What's wrong with Ruben Diaz? I don't know, mate. It's injuries, sweet Kwame. Hopefully he'll be back soon. Got another Ruben coming up to hello anyway. Where's Ruben? Are you at the stairs, mate? You are? You're here? You're here? Come.
I'm here. There is a spider. Spider on a tiny web.
Oh, this is so poor defensively.
Oh, leave him alone, pussy daddy.
Oh my God, it's 2-0. Come here, mate. We are 2-0 down. That is abysmal. There, we're losing 2-0. No, thank you so much for the cuddle, mate. It's a lawnmower. We haven't got a lawnmower, mate. But this is they are cutting lines right through our defence, mate. This is really bad. 5 in a row we're going to lose at this rate. Pepe's not happy at all. Tiny lawnmower, mate. That's a mummy. 2-0 Spurs. This is real bad. Real bad. That is poor again. Is that Vardy with the pass? Just again. What's up, mate? You got a present, mate? Vardy again, defensively, shocking again.
How about this?
Again and again. It's abject defending. Abject defending, it really is. You can't do this, sorry. yeah, you could, sorry.
Right, let's leave Daddy, come on.
Just not pull everything out and make a mess, if that's alright.
Yeah,
come on. Daddy's working, mate. And Daddy's currently depressed. Careful, mate. Sorry, Ruben's invading and trying to give me perspective on this world.
Ruben, watch the football with Daddy.
Oh, watch football with Daddy, mate.
Say, come on, City.
You okay, little man? I think Yosh's done a really poor start to this game. I think he has. Hey, Ruben. You are beautiful. Ruben, City are losing. City are losing. Can you say, come on, City? Where's the tractor? I don't know, mate. The tractors. We haven't played Ipswich yet, mate. The tractor boy. Can you say, come on, City? It's a microphone, mate. Come on, Erling.
Say, come on, Haaland.
Oh, Haaland nearly scored. Nearly scored, Ruben. Ruben, he nearly scored. Erling Haaland. I love you, mate. No goal, unfortunately. 2 Spurs goals. Look, he played the pass pass and Haaland put it over. Should have scored there, though. Oof, yeah. I know, it's very hard to be really sad when I've got... Hopefully soon, mate. We're losing 2-0. Are we going to score, mate?
You got hair in your face.
Rival fan, but your kid's a good lad, must be. Thank you so much, mate. He's a wonderful lad. Aww. Daddy. I love you, mate. Oof.
2-1.
Yeah, 2-1. Yeah. 2-1 would be a good score right now. 2 for he fell over? Did he hit it over? Teaming the guy, the people went. He's doing impressions of me there, by the way. Another man fell over. Did he fall over?
Say, come on, Haaland.
Say, come on, Haaland. Can you say City, City, City? Come on, City, man. This is so shit.
It's like he's watching football too.
Can you say it's crap? You're speaking to the microphone. You're such a little child, mate. Computer, yeah. Daddy's working beautiful.
Mama, Daddy.
Yeah. Daddy ain't happy right now, mate. Daddy needs to update the thumbnail as well. Oh, this City side right now are driving me mad.
Go.
Say, come on, City.
I'll leave it to the season. Forms I am right now, mate. I'm glad to see a reaction to this.
Oh, boy.
Like right now, this defence is just so poor. Son going down past Walker with ease there. Corner. Daddy just needs to update the score, Rubes. Don't change those mic settings, please, mate. I know it doesn't realise. It doesn't work that way. I just realised. Where's the football gone? Sorry, mate.
Sorry, but excuse me, enough of your graphics.
I was updating the thumbnail.
Gooey boys.
There's real systemic problems right now with City. There really is. Like I understand injuries play a lot into it, but the thing for me is like there's not. Don't pull that down, mate, please. We haven't got the tools to fix the problems currently. With no Kovacic as well.
What's that?
I'm not regretting the pet contract at all, mate, Ryan. Like I think that's really childish. Like I think it is entirely down to circumstance. No fit De Bruyne. Gundogan is just old and not the guy anymore. Kovacic out, Rodri out. Like it's just defensively, Ruben Diaz clearly missing. Like it's not an excuse. We should be playing better than this, but I do think there are variables that you can't ignore. Like I just think there are real issues in the heart of this team.
What needs to happen?
Go boys.
Signings and injuries to recover.
Next opportunity to sign?
January.
Oh, so yeah, it's going through till Christmas, isn't it?
I tweeted about a month ago. You guys might remember. Just get to January, and that is how I felt for a long time because, like, too many players are out of form. Too many players don't have the tools. God, you're so cute, mate. It's very hard for me to stay angry when I've got this there next to me. Oh, what are you doing?
Watch the football, Reeves. You need to give them luck.
You need to watch the football.
Come on, watch it. Where's the football, Reeves?
Go boys.
Go boys. Go boys. You're talking to the mic.
Oh, he's so cute.
You can say anything.
Say City.
Beaker.
You're speaker, yeah. It's a microphone, mate.
Say
City on that-
City.
Oh, come on.
Haaland.
Oh, come on. Get out.
Get out. Get out, indeed. Get out. Get out. Push up.
In.
Get in.
Yeah.
Get in. Like, my son's just turned 2, by the way.
Go.
He's a very, very... Go on, Phil.
Come down.
He looks like me and KDB.
And it's just me.
Stephen.
It's just me. Aren't you, mate?
Let's-
That's Phil Foden. That's my mate.
Go.
Foden's decent chance of already out of Phil. There's nothing in that
How
for Phil
long's
there.
KDB out for?
No.
He's on the bench. He's just not fit fully. I still think there's plenty in this game left, by the way. If we score 1, there's no guarantee.
Leave it alone.
There's no guarantee that we're going to score more, but...
Hello.
Right, you have to give me some space now, that's
Right,
alright.
Reeves, we gotta go.
Go and have his dinner. Ruben,
Your
oh, come on,
dinner's
he's
ready.
just trashing my office.
I'm gonna put it-
Dinner ready!
Stay with Daddy a second.
Where's
Mummy's gonna tidy up.
Mummy, don't worry about it, leave it.
Right, let's go.
Go on, City. Wicked Man reckons we'll win 4-3. Well, they got the third goal yet. Hold Mummy's hand down the stairs, mate.
Mummy's gonna carry you.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to talk about.
No, go pick
No,
up.
you got- I
It's
got
too
it.
it's too steep. Too steep. Right, okay. Anyway, sorry about that. See you in a bit. Bye bye, beautiful. Cool-headed blue with a super chat, mate, which I appreciate the message, but I would also vehemently disagree. He says, Cool-headed blue says, Stephen, you're wasting your time watching this nonsense of Guardiola playing washed Gundogan and Walker. So hard to be a City fan at the moment. I would look. To be honest, mate. I understand when you say we're crap, but I don't ever find City. I don't ever find watching City a waste of my time. I'm not in it to watch City win. I never have been. I'm in to watch the development. It's frustrating to watch, but I don't think I'm ever wasting my time. It's not. Oh God, Solanke nearly scored. Like, I don't watch City to watch them win. Like, I watch City because I'm a City fan. It's part of who I am. It's like saying a relationship with a family member is a waste of time if you argue, if you know what I mean. Like, you still love them. So, like, I'll always concentrate on that fact of it. Like, I don't think it's hard to be a City fan. We've lost 4 games in a row, but we've won 4 leagues in a row. And look, I'm very aware this is a moment in time. This isn't City now. We're not just shit forever now. Like, it's not that simple. There are clearly loads of variables at play here. And yeah, we might have a bad season, but like, it's not hard to be a City fan. We're just in a bad rat patch of form. So I think a perspective would be appreciated, you know, before we plead like everything's really bad for us. It isn't, you know? God, we're getting battered right now anyway. I'm not saying this is good to watch, but, you know, I'm not saying this is... This is so... yeah. Go on, Savinho. Oh, come on, man. It's so bad. Come on, Vardio. What have you got for me? Oh, he's offside by a mile, surely. Yeah, he's a mile offside. Good save as well from Vicario. It's all relative, innit, Wicker Man? Like, I get it. Like, right now, it's all relative. Like, right now, this is shite. It truly is. I don't even know how Pep reacts to this. By the way, I like the socks for the kit, by the way. That's one thing I will say. It's a small little side point there, just looking at the kit again. Oh, you react positively. What I mean is, like, what changes does he make? Does he make any changes? The thing is, Cody, this isn't like what Man City are meant to be, if that makes sense. Like, Rodri's in the team, we're winning. It's as simple as that. If Diaz is fit, if KDB is himself, if Oscar Bob's around, like, it's a totally different Man City. It just is. But there's too many players that are unfit or in the team who are out of form. And I just don't think we can deal with no Kovacic, KDB, Rodri, Oscar Bob, the rest of them, Diaz. We just can't do it. And the Pep legacy is not going down the drain, sweet Kwame. You seem to want that to be happening for drama reasons, mate. It's not. Like... Legacy what? So if we came fourth this season, is the entire Pep legacy down the drain? Of course it isn't. He'd just be written as a bad season. Like, that's not how it works, mate. Amarim's not even played a game yet, mate, for United. You can't say he's destroying Pep. They had the sporting game, but come on, let's get real. Anyway, I'm no more trolling. Emotional. We miss our leaders big time. We really do. This is not to say I'm frustrated, by the way. I'm just aware that the whole thing isn't... And the whole thing isn't like we're not City aren't just shit now. I don't think it's as simple as that. Like, honestly, yeah, I tweeted just get to January after a while back. And I knew it was coming. Liverpool up next. That could be fun. Cody, on terms of Blue Sky, mate, I'm not really feeling much on Blue Sky yet. It's sort of like, I think what's happened is it's okay, Blue Sky, but there's no I don't know, it's all very cordial. Once again, it reminds me, it's all very polite and civil, and as a result, a little bit boring. Like, it's a bit dinner party vibes where no one knows anyone. I'm sure the fun will come, but so far it doesn't seem to have the liveliness, the bustle. So I'll pay attention to it, mate, but I don't. It's weird because I think like both platforms have lost an edge a bit, really. I think it seems fine. It's just quiet over there for me. Like, the timeline, there's not much going on in it. It's a bit flat. And I feel like what's happened is like you've lost a lot of key voices on Twitter, but you haven't got the noise around. They've got over to Blue Sky, but then there's not many people replying to them, so it's all just a bit quiet, you know. I think both platforms are a little bit muted. Yeah, I get that too, Jules. I want to be on the one where the conversation's happening. That's all I care about, really. Well, that's from the platform, anyway. This is pretty bad, Mario, by our standards. I think probably City's issues are genuinely systemic, and I think there's a real deep-rooted problem in the midfield. I think it's just not good enough. We're not taking chances either. Come on, City. The only thing I don't trust... Savinho, unlucky, is Spurs. Like, in terms of... I don't trust their resilience if we get a goal. And even Gundo's Vardiel has had a pretty poor game today. I do actually agree with the idea of people saying he has the odd mistake in him. I don't think he's a defensive beast, Vardiel. I mean, he's a good defender, but I don't think he's not Ruben Diaz, you know, defensively. I like Savinho, by the way. Yeah, I think he's a good player. Oh, mate. He's bottled it there. Savinho, you've got to do. You got to get your foot on that, mate, there. He's gone over his head. He's lost track of it. Yeah, I think of course we can get top four philosophy space. Look, I don't think this is... Do not be dragged into short-termism. Like, if anyone believes Guardiola will have his side still playing like this in 2 months' time, Like, where do you really do you really think Pep's just going to watch this for 2 months and we'll play exactly the same? I'm not convinced about that. I just don't believe it. Like, I think right now you're going, sweet Kwame. Why is it? Because you see you later, mate. Savinho, by the way, has been a goal scorer throughout his career, but it's entirely confidence right now. Bubble burst. All right, okay, lads. You guys have been waiting for this, haven't you? Like, this is shite. It is shite right now. Oh, come on, lads. Jules, I mean, for me, Zubimendi is a massive difference. Massive difference. I would love it if they just threw loads of money at Bruno Guimaraes, but they're not going to do that. I'm not at the Champions League worried stage yet. I feel like people are sort of still very much in this spell. Things can change very quickly in football, by the way. One big win, one big comeback, and things change. And look, if the injuries turn around and get better, then things change like that. They do. That's not to say we will do, you know? I can't believe I was talking about Maddison being a really good player and he goes and fucking bags 2 against us minutes later. It's a really nice finish. I know I'm not meant to be like this because I make YouTube videos and I've got to find someone to blame to fuel into the anger and all that kind of stuff. But it's just not in my nature to do that. That's what you guys have been watching me for a long time now. I don't point your fingers unless I know the answer. There was some suggestion, because someone just said, lack of ambition from the board. One thing I would never accuse Man City of is a lack of ambition, by the way. Like what City do off the pitch and around it, they're the most aggressive clubs in the world in terms of expansion and hunger to get far. So I don't think City lack ambition. Poor decision-making, potentially. There is some suggestion as well that this small squad was Guardiola's idea, that City were trying to give him certain players. Cheeky was suggesting people, but Guardiola said no because he didn't fancy it. So I don't know who to blame, because I do feel it's more complicated than that. What I do know is fundamentally the decisions, whoever's made them, and we always like to, point a finger at whoever or whatever, but whoever's made the decisions collectively as a unit, the footballing team have got it wrong. We should have brought someone in. Don't know who's responsible for that. We've made some bad decisions in the transfer market, I think, as recent. We've had a little bit of bad luck, but we've also made some poor calls, I would argue. Like, how I feel about Phillips and how I also feel about Nunes as a midfielder. I think Nunes is a perfectly decent player, but he's not the solution to any of Man City's problems. I maintain that. You're entitled to disagree, but I don't think Nunes solves anything. Like, if Nunes is the solution, then the problems are really bad, in my humble opinion. Like the standards aren't Nunes out wide. The standards previously were Mahrez out wide. There was Sterling at his best, scoring 30 goals. There was Sane. So I'm not like... All the thing is, you say, wow, like Martin Edwards. I'm not really moaning, mate. I understand that things are cyclical. I understand that City are in a bad spell, but I'm not like saying sack the board or anything like that. I think City have made some bad decisions, and it's disappointing. And they're probably going to be 3-0 down, are we? No. I think we've just replaced badly, and I think we've put ourselves into a corner through gradual degradation of the squad quality. Savinho's done really well there. Like, Savinho, for example, is a player that should not be playing every single week. Like, he should be behind a world-class player while he comes on and he has massive impacts. You know that Sane didn't start every week? Because he didn't at the first start. Because he didn't need to, because we had Sterling, we had Mahrez. It's like a similar... not Mahrez. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we certainly... He came in early, didn't he, Sane? But I feel like we're putting a lot of pressure on people who aren't ready. Yeah, in the lead. But when we had like... Oh, Phil, you've got to score that, man. Like, Phil there, that is... for someone of Phil's quality, that's a chance. Savinho's fine, but I just don't think we should be leaning on him fully. I think Savinho's a really good player. He's 20 years old. Savinho is a very high-level 20-year-old. But we're putting everything on him. But then if Phil and fucking Haaland took their chances today... We're failing in both halves. Like, we're wasting chances. Like, there'll be one signing at Max Smith because the players will be back or whatever. I would play McAtee in a heartbeat, Malik. I'd play Jacob Wright too. But you got to say... Gotta admit, I do miss Mahrez. But then, yeah, I also admit the... No, but you accuse the board of lack of ambition, philosophy space. I'm tongue-tied. Can you accuse the board of a lack of ambition in Pep saying no to signings? That's what I'm saying. That's why we don't know. And I think we've made a bad decision making. Absolutely. Like, I don't think you can complain about Savinho. I think he's a cracking player. It's very obvious to me he's going to be world class. I'd like McAtee and Grealish on as well. I actually agree with that. Like, poor decision making is different to a lack of ambition, by the way. And I think City had ambition. We went after certain players. We went after Bellingham. We went after Rice. We went after Paqueta. And we missed our targets by some way. Like, we can't deny that Declan Rice, like, I don't think he's Rodri level, but he'd definitely improve our defensive capabilities. Bellingham obviously would have been top class 8 for City. He would have been great under Pep. He's a cracking player. We can't deny it. He's even as frustrating as he can be. But I think Paqueta is better than Nunes and Phillips. Still would have needed a DM. Like, if Nunes and Phillips hadn't failed, it'd be a different fucking kettle of fish entirely. And I think we've signed projects in Doku and Savinho. They are projects, and I don't mind either of them. But they're not at their peak. They're projects. And when you lose Mahrez, you lose the goals. Yeah, Paqueta is not banned yet, Stephen Joseph. It's still going on. But yeah, we obviously backed out with that from... Like, Bruno G would have been perfect, by the way. I really rate him. For whatever reason, we didn't spend the money. I don't know. And if Pep's a small squad idea, then yeah, it's sort of his fault. Like, what's the current standings? Liverpool win. Who have Liverpool got next? Southampton tomorrow. Okay, so when they win that, as it currently stands, they'll be 8 points clear. Jesus. Then you got to play us as well after that. If he gets to 11 points, then we got no chance. Yeah, Porro was a mistake too. I think we've definitely been a bit... Look, you know how I feel about some of the academy players as well. It's gone. We don't know as well, philosophy space. Well, I can't say philosophy today. Philosophy. How much I don't know if we're hampered in the market by the net spend and all that kind of stuff. The 115. I don't even know. I don't know because we spent what 25 million or something. Half time. That is poor, is how we can describe it. Not a best half at all from City. Yeah, disconcerting is how we can put that. That is... It's just not good, is it? It's just not good at all. Like, it's worryingly poor right now. Like, the quality is... It's just not there. Like, City looks shell-shocked. Pep will not be happy at all. I mean, if there's anyone to get a reaction, it'd be Pep. But, like, Pep's just sort of watched that right now. And I can't imagine he's anything other than ridiculously pissed off. Because it's just not good enough in either area. There are moments of quality. There are moments of quality there. But it's just so weak. Let me tweet. Come and let me know your thoughts. To me, it really is down to quality. And like usually, by the way, when you're making mistakes in front of goal and defensively, it comes down to confidence, quality, fitness, a combination of many factors. So where we're at with that game, the maddening thing is, if we take our chances early on, City are probably comfortable there, which is we're not doing that. So the issues are threefold. One, we're making individual mistakes. The first goal in particular, Gundogan doesn't track his man. Vardiol a bit weak out wide. Foden lost the ball before that. Stones doesn't know who to follow, or Walker don't. They don't pick up the man. Easy in behind. Too much space to make the cross. There's the mistakes. The second goal, Vardiol, slow pass again. No one picks up the runner. Maddison goes past people. It's too easy. Absolutely too easy. They're your problems. So we're making individual mistakes. The confidence is absolutely not there. The next issue for me, it's more than three issues actually. The next issue for me is that there's no leaders in this team. I look through that team right now. There is no one who is a warrior, I would say, in that team. When I think of the warriors of Manchester City, I think of Ruben Diaz, I think of Rodri, I think of Kevin De Bruyne, people who just win inherently. I think we've got a lot of people who follow. Ederson, Stones, Akanji, Vardial, Rico, Gundo, Bernardo, Phil, Haaland, Savinho, even Kyle to an extent, but no one who is just a proper sort it out, clip round the hero, Kompany, Diaz, Rodri type. We haven't got we haven't got that on the pitch. So we've got no one to sort that out. The third thing for me is we're not taking our fucking chances. Like, if you miss that many chances, I don't think Gundo's a warrior, mate, Paul. I think Gundo, he's like calling David Silva a warrior. I wouldn't say he is. Gundo is a smart guy, but he's not a warrior, mate. He's not a Diaz. He's not a Rodri. Like, he's a smart guy, but I wouldn't say he's a warrior. It's like a very different leadership type. But he's not a battler. He's not going to like drag you through with all energy and power and all that kind of stuff. But then once again, if you look at the chances, man, like, we can't be that wasteful in front of goal. Like, next year there, 1.13, City should have scored. Like, even if we're behind, like, we should have scored. Like, we should score. Like, Haaland can't miss that many chances. Foden can't miss that many chances. Savinho's a young lad, and I think he's going to be a cracking player, but there's a lot of expectation. The problem we've got right now is, like, Savinho is 20 years old, and if this was City of 4 years ago, Savinho would be coming on every now and then, but he'd be rotating with Mahrez, or rotating with Sterling or Jesus or someone like that. And I feel there's a lot of pressure, a lot of expectation on a guy who's still adapting to a league. And this is why people are judging him. He doesn't need to be playing every single week, but he's playing every single week out of necessity. So this is the thing. I think Savinho's cracking, but we're leaning on him too much. But I think he's affecting games, but he's still clearly just a young lad learning the game. And I think he's going to be a cracking player, but we're leaning on him too much. When I look at the rest of the team through there, look, this midfield here, when you've got Gundo and Bernardo here. It's just not got that for one, that midfield lacks strength. It lacks pace. It lacks defensive nous, I would argue, in terms of the role, and it lacks, just pace, strength, height, all those things. So it's and it also probably lacks confidence right now. So it's not looking good, basically. Do I think this is the end of Manchester City? No, I'm not stupid to feel that. But do I think our confidence right now is in the bin? I do, unfortunately. I think our confidence is at an immense low. And right now, look, Phil, you got to take your chances, mate. You're getting chances. Savinho is having a decent game. He's created some chances. Like, what is the solution? I don't know. Something needs to go right. Someone needs to score a wonder goal. Someone needs to do something. Because right now the City side are not in a good place at all. Like, Haaland has to score, by the way. 4 shots he's had. 1 on target, 2 off target. They're not like... None of them were Giltez chances. They were decent chances. Phil probably has to do a little better. 3 shots off target from Phil as well. The Pep will be fuming. It's one of those things where, like... The team right now is bad. It's absolutely bad. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. I think the City's confidence is in the bin. I think there are issues with the quality, issues with the fitness. I think we're missing Kovacic as well. Even though our defence has been poor, I think Kovacic does bring a little bit of... He's better defensively than any of these guys currently got there. So, Vardiel's having a stinker as well, and I really rate Vardiel. I think he's great, but I think... I just think we're missing certain players, and I think we're missing fitness. And I look at what City's midfield is at its very best. A confident Foden, De Bruyne fit and the best playmaker in the world. Foden, an absolute beast scoring goals. Rodri, the best player in the world. And I'm not saying KDB's going to fucking save us, Rodrigo, but I'm saying, well, you look where our midfield's meant to be and what it is right now. It's not looking good. And what I was going to say is that I don't know how good we can get if KDB's going to be fit this season. If Rodri... I mean, if the plan was for Rodri and KDB to play a lot and Foden to be at his very best, and that was the plan, and that plan's been swept away, then what we meant to do? Dale, why would you be such a dick, mate? Why are you calling KDB a ginger prick? What the fuck, man? He's our greatest ever player, arguably. You can fuck off, pal, if you're going to be that much of a dick towards KDB. Like, what a dickhead. There's some guy just calling KDB a prick because he's unfit. Like, he's 34, mate. He's played like 17 years of football. It's not his fault that we haven't bought a backup midfielder for him, And I don't blame the players for the circumstances. It has been a while. It has been a while. And like Bernardo look, every single look. I don't blame any of those individuals right now. I think the problem is broader than the players. I think it is. I think we've got real problems. I think the recruitment, stretched squad, and players incapable of doing what they need right now, and a lack of form and confidence. The midfield is non-existent, Michael. I absolutely agree, mate, with the super chat there. 1,000,000,000% agree, Michael, with the super chat. The midfield is just not there. It's just not a midfield that is going to win your leagues. That it's not even going to beat your most teams because it's just no physicality. We're in an era now, Michael, where players, as you know, mate, are physical. They can run harder. Pretty much every team in the land has more physical midfield than Man City, and like they're all technical these days as well. It's just not good, basically. And I don't know what you did. What do you do? Usually, if players are making mistakes in every position, like there's no one on that pitch having a good game. No one. It's on Pep to sort it out. It's on. I would say the problems aren't the players. It's injuries and poor transfer decision making, and maybe it's on Pep as well. I would say this. Like, is everyone's playing badly, if that makes sense? And usually at that point you look to the manager. We have to, all the transfers. Like, that's how I feel, and it's not good. And I want to see McAtee and that get a chance, but you've got to really then start to think, are we thrashing around looking for solutions? If we were playing James McAtee and Jacob Wright with barely any experience, like, do we really think that's a Premier League level midfield to win the title? And as much as I want to see him play, I don't think it is, man. O'Reilly, Wright, McAtee. Is it like, are we not just like desperately splashing around for a solution? We are. That's the honest opinion. Like, I want him to play, but did anyone really think it's going to be loads better? Pogba for free. Come on, mate. That would be... Pogba is not going to run, mate. Like, Pogba's not going to run ever. You think Pogba can change this field? Come on, mate. Zubimendi for me. Zubimendi's not been... Savinho on the left's not been an issue, mate. He's actually created chances, buddy. It's just we've not finished them. My general feeling is that there's a genuine problem in midfield. I think we've missed too many times. I think we have. I think Nunes, Phillips are misses in midfield. We need elite quality. We need an elite number 6, and it can't be a backup. It's got to be someone who can play alongside Rodri, like a Zubimendi, who could do what Gundogan could do 4 years ago, someone like that. I think Kovacic is not quite as bad, homie boy. I can't have said that aloud as an adult. I think Kovacic has been a decent signing, but if he was alongside someone, he'd be totally fine. I think Kovacic alongside Rodri is good. I think it's pretty good. It's still good enough to win the league. Kovacic, De Bruyne, Rodri. It is. But I do feel... I think he's a good player, Kovacic. He's an 8 out of 10. He's not. I don't think he's been terrible. I don't think he's been amazing. But I think he's a good player, Kovacic. He's City level, if not Gundogan at his very best level. But I think he's good enough. Look, James, I thought Gundogan would come back and be a good... I didn't say he was the best signing of the window. I didn't actually say that, mate. I didn't actually say that at all. So you made that up. I think Rico's a fantastic player. I really do. I think Rico's lost his confidence and form. And I refuse to give up on Rico Lewis, I think, as I said, I don't blame any of the players individually here. I really don't. I feel like the players are making mistakes at every end. Like Foden and Haaland aren't putting the chances. Gundogan. It's just a mess. It's a mess all around. It's a mess all around. And right now we've got a real issue for it. What does everyone genuinely think we can do at half time? What can we do? Truly, what can we do? Harry, I guarantee you, by the way, everyone mentioning KDB, I guarantee you, do we really think Pep wouldn't be starting KDB if he had a chance? He would start him in a heartbeat. It's clearly a KDB thing. Can only presume it's fitness still. I might be wrong, but we need him. We need him. That's how I feel about it. I just don't think KDB is by design. And maybe it'll be a second half thing. I don't know. I'm not saying... I don't agree with the Rico slander, by the way. Rico was brilliant at the start of the season. I think he's a 20-year-old, 19-year-old who's played too much football and he's lost his confidence. Once again, my issue right now is we're leaning on people like Rico Lewis and Savinho to be the saviours when I don't think they should be. These should be the lads who'd be on the bench with everyone's fit and experience right now. This is how I feel about it. I think there's too much on these young lads. We're asking people like Savinho, Doku and Rico Lewis to save this team time and time again. And I just don't think that's fair. I don't think it is. Rico will end up being... I don't know what his best position, but I don't know that yet. I don't think that's even an issue. Once again, I don't think he has to have a best position right now. I just don't think he did. I think Rico is... I just don't... I don't get what we gain by saying Rico Lewis is the problem. Is Rico Lewis really the problem today? Is he? Is it what? I just don't think that's true. I categorically don't think Rico Lewis is the problem today. I think the mistakes have come from others ahead of them. I think the mistakes of finishing chances haven't been Rico Lewis's fault. I think the defensive switch off hasn't been Rico Lewis's fault. I'm not saying he's played well, but I think we're looking around and going, well, Rico's shit. To me, it's clearly a much bigger problem than Rico Lewis. I just don't get what we gain from this. I don't understand it. I just don't think that's the issue. And I'll tell you when he's had a bad game, but I don't think Rico's been a problem today at all. I think the problem today is we've got 3 players there, none of them who want to be a DM. None of those guys there want to be a DM. They all want to be close to the goal. None of them are tall. None of them are fast. None of them are good natural defenders. And none of them are strong. And all of them are overplayed. So you've got 3 players there who are small, who are weak, who aren't fast, who are overplayed, and lacking confidence. So that is the issue right there. I just don't like... That's... He's not meant to master anything yet, Pred Hunter. That's the point. With a fit Manchester City squad and good investment, Rico Lewis is the guy who comes on and plays 25, 30 games a season because he's just turned 20 years old, and that's absolutely fine. Like, we put Rico Lewis into this like category where he plays every single week because of injuries, and it shouldn't be the case. He Stones off injured again. Stones injured again, man. Stone's injured. I'm so tired of this season, lads. Okay, in. I'm so tired of this season. Injuries are ridiculous right now. The season is just too... I don't think we realise, by the way, you don't have to agree, but I don't think we realise how unfit and how injured most of these players are. I think a lot of them are playing with pain right now because we've basically got no choice. I really do. I think a lot of them they're playing broken. Like, I think we all presume because they're on the pitch, they're all fit and firing and got no injuries. I don't think that's the case, man. I think a lot of these players are currently playing through pain, through lack of fitness, as well as a chronic lack of confidence. And I don't know what the solution is to that. I don't know what the solution is. I really don't. United fans getting confident in the chat. Lads, come on, mate. Where are you? It is funny United fans getting loud. Right, second half. Let's see what we've got of City. We've got anything in response? Brooks, I like your confidence, Brooks. I bet you owe me. Like, who'd blame Nunes for all the other losses, mate? I don't think that's true. Oh, anyway, come on, City. I zoned out then a little bit. I was just replying to my wife, you know? Well, if you want to know why I've got a slight smile on my face, my wife just said my 2-year-old son is currently put a meatball. He's cut a dough ball in half and got a meatball on it, and he's calling it a burger like daddy. So, you know, so my son's been very adorable downstairs, which made me smile. That's all I've got to smile about right now in my life, you know. Foden wide left. He's been there before, hasn't he, Michael? I don't think Vardiol's got centre midfield traits right now at all, Normski. I don't think he's got the... I don't think he's box to box that way. No, that's a bit of a mad... It's not the same, mate. I don't think Gundogan playing badly is the same as cheating on Pep, is it? It's a bit of a weird analogy. And he's not cheating on Pep's choosing to, you know... Gundogan is not hiding it. It's not like... I don't understand the analogy there, mate. I just don't think Gundogan's meant to be in this like this. I think Gundogan's meant to play alongside Rodri. Occasionally, the odd game play alongside a more fit and firing Bernardo and KDB or whatever. Basically, if he's not, there's two possible reasons why he's playing Gundogan, not Nico O'Reilly. One, he thinks Gundogan will get good. Two, he doesn't think Nico O'Reilly's good enough. Like, that's it. Maybe Nico O'Reilly isn't good enough in training. Maybe he isn't. Maybe Pep doesn't trust his lack of experience. I don't know. But either way, it's not looking good right now, is it? I still don't think, by the way, as much as I want Nico O'Reilly, McAtee, Jacob Wright to get a chance, I still don't think that... I still don't think that it's going to be good enough to do what we want to do. You know, like, why would it be? Like, they don't have the... Jacob Wright, a midfield of Nico O'Reilly, Jacob Wright, and James McAtee isn't going to win us a title, is it? We're going to have massive issues anyway. I mean, Noah, I would, like, you're right. Maybe you're right. What I would say is that he does try every single week in training, mate. Like, so, like, we forget that they play every week in training, and it could be that Nico O'Reilly is getting passed by the senior players every week in training. So, it's like... Oh, God, here we go. Fuck off, man. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off, City. You... 3-0. Shite. This is honestly bad. It's humiliating. Just astonishingly bad. Oh, Liverpool could batter us. Dreading Liverpool. I mean, look how poor it is. It's so easy for Kulusevski. He just drifts past so many people. Weak. It's weak. Soft. It's just so frustrating, man. You're salty nerd. Who do you support, Harrison? The funny thing is, you calling me salty shows that you're the salty one because you wanted me to look bad. Did that make sense? So you're sort of proving the alternative there. How are this bad right now? Oh, we are shocking right now. We really are. It's funny, by the way, Winston. I can't wait to see that look on your face. It's like sort of rent-free stuff there. Like you've been waiting for my personal downfall. So you're just very salty, essentially. Yeah, this is embarrassing. It's just so bad defensively. Dreading Liverpool. Dreading it. It's back in the 90s here, isn't it? Like Rodri's fucking Ballon d'Or thing, man. He gets the Rodri Ballon d'Or gets stronger every day. I mean, guys, stop it, mate. Rico's in a bad patch of form, but where were you saying that? Like, look, if anyone was saying Rico Lewis wasn't a Premier League footballer over the past 2 years, then fair enough. But you weren't. You're saying it now because City are playing shite. Like, stop giving me that nonsense. No one was saying that in the first 2 or 3 games when you got 2 man of the matches in a row. You know, like he's playing crap right now and his form's off. But like, why are we rewriting the narrative like that? He's not a Premier League footballer. It's very obvious to me that this is a young lad, massively out of confidence, who's taking the crux. And the rain is coming down aggressively. Bung the ref, you normally do. It's adorable that you believe that, by the way. Tottenham fans singing sacked in the morning. Come on, City, man. Cry, you rat. Alex, I'm not crying, mate, because I have perspective on life. 119 charges now, apparently. Okay. It's going up there. It's really funny how bitter. It's really funny how bitter the rival fans are in the chat, by the way. Like, you guys have been hurting, haven't you? Like, all I'm getting from this is a lot of pain. Like, I'm getting a lot of pain in the chat. Get it out. Go on. You guys have been waiting for this. Go on. You can have your little moment here. As, you know, City have made your lives misery. Division 3 doesn't scare me, by the way. It just doesn't at all. That's why I grew up watching City in Division 3, you know, the 3rd tier. So, I'm a City fan. I'm not a Success fan, you know. They can celebrate, go for it, man. It's funny, though, how personal they all want to get. Like, just dig at me, that makes sense. For doing the exact things they do. You know, like, defending my team, having the odd sniper at the rival teams. I don't hate Liverpool fans for digging at City, you know? I get it, it's football. Oh, Bernardo, mate. George has got a little orchestra going in the chat. I'm not expecting any sympathy. That's the thing is, George, I'm not expecting any sympathy here, mate. Or a symphony, even. Can see the pain. The thing is, I think you think I'm going to walk away from this game and, like, it's going to ruin my weekend. That's not a look. I'm very much have perspective on football, mate. So, this is frustrating right now, but, you know, I'll be okay. Trust me. You know, I'll be all right. And I guess you can see the pain because you understand the pain, you know, you've been there. I'm not trying to cry, George, you know. You're on my stream, don't forget, mate. George, you cry as river, mate. You come on to a City fan channel where obviously we're going to talk about it being shit right now because it is. And then you're saying cry a river. Like, we're not pleading pity or sympathy. We're not, you know. You're over here on a City channel watching a City fan not be happy with the performance. What are you expecting? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense, mate. That's a shocking foul on Gundogan. Are you not noticing I'm not crying, George, by the way? Are you just a dumb fuck? Which one is it, pal? I'm not really a head loss kind of guy, mate, so I don't really embarrass myself over football because I never have done. No, George, you are a dumb fuck, pal. So there you go. So that the language is English, and I have a decent grasp of it, mate. Oh, enjoy it. Why have I blamed Nunes about? I've not mentioned Nunes in what? When's the last time I mentioned Nunes? How have I blamed Nunes for this? What are you on about? Can anyone remember the last time I mentioned Nunes? Oh, Haaland's hit the crossbar. If these go in, this is a difference, isn't it? They're not going in. Oh, lucky from Haaland. It's nearly a beautiful goal. Look, he'll smash League 2 Stephen McDonald, yeah. Look, you don't understand. You have no idea who you're talking to in terms of that. Like, I can guarantee you, League 2 doesn't scare me. Like, why would I be scared of something I've experienced? And I'd be away from all the gobshites as well for once, you know? Like, you would be joining in my streams. I am not scared of City being in League 2. It just doesn't... It'd be shit for the club, but it's not... For me as a fan, it doesn't change my life, mate. It doesn't. I'd still be watching City anyway. I'm not making that up. I'm really not bothered, you know? Go on. Oh, Vardy, you got to score. It's funny watching the pain, though, in the chat. There's a lot more pain than I'm apparently giving off there. Genuinely. There's a lot more, like... I can see all the hurt getting out. You get it out. You need it, don't you? You've had years being crushed by Man City, and right now City are in bad form for the first time in God knows how long, and you're getting all your anger out. I understand. It feels good. It feels good for you. And you get it. You know, football's cyclical. Have you ever gone invincible? No. Do I give a fuck? No. Invincible... I wouldn't swap any of City's titles for an Invincible. I don't care about Invincible. You ever done a treble, mate? You ever won 4 in a row? When's the last time you won a league? You know? Arsenal can't chat to anything, mate. Arsenal have fucking done nout. Invincible with 12 draws. Honestly, City's all of, like, Centurions, the 98 points, the treble, all better accomplished by a long way. 100 points are Invincible. 100 points every single time. Every single time. 12 draws or what, 33 wins? 34 wins? Absolutely. Arsenal fans. You probably wasn't even born. Absolutely. How old were you when you were invincible, mate, by the way? How old are you in S8? Genuinely? Genuine question. How old were you? Did you see it? You were 18 at most. 18 at most. You were 18. Was that right? I bet you are 18, aren't you? I can just tell. Anyway, Slot's got to win the league anyway. It's going to be funny because we won't win the league, but where are Arsenal? Wait, you're telling me we're getting beat by Spurs 3-0 and we're ahead of Arsenal still? Are you telling me that? Fuck me. You can be Vince or Arsenal top of the league while this guy's piping up. You're still 6 points behind Liverpool and they've got a game in hand, mate. Jesus Christ. Sort your own house out. We're still second for crying out loud and we've been shite. It's funny, man. Didn't even realise you're still behind us. We ain't winning the league, mate. You ain't winning the league, NSA. No chance. Good turn, Rico. Right, anyway, we've sort of exhausted the conversation now at NS8. So unless you have anything riveting or interesting to say other than your team shit, no, my team shit, you're going down, or that's it really. There's just nothing more to say. So I have nothing else to say to you now, mate, other than just either bring something interesting or do one. Vardiel over. Yeah, what a Premier League title that is for you, mate. Well done, you beat Spurs. You know who else we beat Spurs? City last season on the way to the 4th title in a row. 2-0. Well done. You beat Spurs. We're always shit against Spurs, mate. Nothing changes. That's just what City do. Stephen McDonald, I don't care, mate. I don't care if Owen since 2008, you know. I just don't care. I don't get what your point is. I still love City before that, and I still love them after. Yeah, Arsenal. You can't take Arsenal seriously. There's not much in this at all, is there? Come on, City, man. Where's the subs? Oh, he's fouled there, Rico. I thought... Well, I have nothing to say, NS8, to you, mate. You're just waffling now more. Like it's like playground stuff, innit? Come on, stop him. Kulusevski nearly scored there. Jesus Christ. Should have been 4. I just don't think the simple thing for me is that we just can't deal with the injuries. It's as simple as that. We've had too many injuries and we can't deal with them. And that's down to poor squad planning, in my opinion. I think it is. And a bit of bad luck and poor squad planning. And maybe some mistakes from Pep as well. I think it's as simple as that, unfortunately. Unlucky Rico. Yeah, MH96. It was a lot quieter over there, isn't it, mate? They're having technical problems today, so I'm not over there. Oh, he should have scored, shouldn't he? I mean, it is entirely down to bad transfers and all that kind of stuff. And some poor performances. I mean, it's clearly down that. Like, God, if United beat us, by the way, fuck me. That would be exhausting. The only thing that changes this is City grind out a big win somehow. You know, like a proper morale-boosting win and City confidence changes. Because it can happen, but right now I just don't see where that's coming from. Oh, I'm going to get smashed tonight after this. Yeah, Murdoch. Look, do you really think 34-year-old Gundogan, Rico Lewis and Bernardo Silva is a world-class midfield? And they're all injured as well, by the way, mate. They're all injured and unfit. So, like, yeah, do you really think, like... Of course it is. Like, we've got, like, look at the team who's not playing. Stone's off injured. Ake and Akanji are both currently trying to get over fitness. Walker's not fit. Like, how else? No Rodri, no De Bruyne. Greenish not available. Like, I'm not saying these are excuses. It's just a fact. Like, there's too many. Doku not available. There's just too, and then some players out of form. Signing some crap players as well, which we have done. Anyway, like these aren't excuses. It's just like where we're at. This is sort of, and I think Pep's making some poor calls with certain players. Stop playing defenders in midfield. He's got Rico playing there. Injuries, the bench. Okay. So, yeah, you do realise De Bruyne is not fully fit. Jack Grealish is not fully fit. He's not played in ages. Ake's not fully fit. McAtee, O'Reilly, Jacob Wright, Simpson, Pusey. You probably never heard of most of them, mate. And then you have that Mateus Nunes, who's all right. He's a good player. That's it. I'm not saying it's poverty, mate, but it's not exactly world class. It's not like City of old. So we are, and this is not me asking for pity. It's not. I think City standards have dropped. Previously, you brought Rodri or Gundogan on with Fernandinho or something like that. Like, it's just not, the levels aren't high enough. I think City have not replaced certain players as they've got older, and it's just not good enough anymore. And I'm not wanting pity. I'm really not. I'm just not. I'm just saying I think City aren't quite as good. I don't think we are. I think the squad's too weak. It's the weakest squad we've had since Pep. Since the first season of Pep. Do you have anything to say other than stay humble, mate? Like, genuinely, do you have anything interesting to say? And I'm not exactly being arrogant here, am I? Like, well, so... I'm not. I'm being quite self-reflective, I would argue. I would say I'm holding the mirror up and not blaming anyone. I'm not blaming the refs. I'm not blaming rivals. I'm not blaming Spurs. I'm saying City are making mistakes. Isn't that like the definition of humble? So, unless you have anything intelligent to add, mate, I would probably, go away. How am I being salty? What have I said? I've said City's problems are of their own making. Right, okay. You're just not very smart, isn't it? So, see you later, pal. If City are to lose 5 games in a row, there's a real chronic problem. That's it. It's as simple as that. It's a chronic problem. We're in a perfect storm here. Storm Bert has brought us this moment. It's way broader than cheeky, Noah. Like, there's all these rumours that Pep said no to certain players, It's way broader than cheeky. I just don't think that's the case, mate. And cheeky doesn't say how much we can spend on players, He doesn't. I think we forget that there's money men above cheeky as well. I'm not saying he's flawless here, but I just don't think any one person is to blame. I think this has been eye off the ball stuff from a lot of people. A lot of people. What I don't get, Trevor, by the way, is like, this is actually a me thing. It's not a you thing, because I know a lot of people agree. Why do people enjoy watching like other fans just moan about injuries and stuff? Like, I never got it. I know you're all watching the video, so thank you. But like, I don't even enjoy fan cams of Arsenal Fan TV and that. I just don't. When they're angry, I always find people ranting quite annoying to watch. Like, I do. Like, I wouldn't like watch myself just going on ever. Yeah. I don't understand the entertainment factor in it. I actually don't. I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. Is it because we've been so happy for so long? Like, it's just nice to see us miserable. Is that like sort of like? I never got it. That's just me. I just don't understand watching people moan as fun. And I'm doing it right now, but I wouldn't watch myself moan. I definitely wouldn't. Not if I didn't ever was a like Liverpool fan or Arsenal fan. It's not. It's just that's a personal thing. Oh yeah, I'm sure it happens to Steve McDonald the other way around, but like, I don't tune in to watch it personally. I just don't find it entertaining. So, like, no, we can't ignore the injury factor, mate, as well. Like, injuries is bad luck. There's bad decision making, but there's clearly bad luck. Like, if Rodri's fit and not goes out, which is, by the way, our problem. But if Rodri didn't get injured, do we think we're having this conversation right now? Of course he wouldn't. That's not to say that we shouldn't have solved that. But the injuries have been chronic. We can't ignore the fact that when you have that many injuries at once, some of it avoidable, but some of it's bad luck at the same time. Grealish and... No, Thomas, I don't think we can do, mate. I don't think we've got no chance. If there's any team that could crumble, it's probably Spurs, but City beat Liverpool next week, Siraj. You'd have to be a dreamer, mate, for that. Right now, I don't think we can beat anyone, mate. Rodrigo, at this point, mate, I feel like the injuries have led to lack of confidence, lack of form, fitness, and probably a poor tactical setup. So it's all led to that, if that makes sense. The catalyst of that. But yeah, look at that midfield, mate. You really believe that Gundogan, Rico Lewis, Bernardo is our first choice midfield? Oh, lucky Bernardo. Good to see Kev back on the pitch anyway, my mate Kev. The only thing I want to say here, just as to make myself feel better, is this. That's not the one. There we go. There we go. I'll have a look at that there. See the follow you thing there. Cheers, Kev. Cheer myself up with that. Kev likes what I say, by the way, so there you go. Love you, Kev. That cheers me up a little bit. Chaotic, what you're saying in terms of like haven't been that bad. The problem is it's been mistakes everywhere and the midfield is just non-existent. Like we've played some nice football, I actually agree with that, but we've also like it depends how you define a performance. Is passing around and creating chances a good performance? I wouldn't say in isolation, no. We played some nice football, but then the problem is if you're defending poorly, you're not taking your chances, that's playing badly, you know, like it is, even if you play nice football. So I feel like you have to do all three. You have to play nice football, you have to take your chances, you have to defend in the box really well. And City we're doing one of them reasonably well, the rest just poorly right now. So that's why you're playing badly. Noah, mate, I would genuinely. I know you're upset, mate, but patronising, gaslighting, nasty social. Chill out, mate. He's bringing him on. They're obviously not fit yet, mate. Do you really think Pep wouldn't be starting him if he thought they were fit? Of course they would. Pep's desperate for De Bruyne to be fit. He said it a billion times. He's clearly not ready to start a game because he's been injured all the time. Like, people really need to step back and take a breath here a little bit. We know exactly what's been going on with Grealish as well. Pep's been very clear that he doesn't think he's fit. Bringing him on because the plan was probably always to get him on and get him some minutes, mate. Get him fit. Get him fit. That's it. Like, they need minutes to get fit. You can't play 90 minutes. You could probably play 25. That's probably where we're at right now, 20 minutes. It's not great, but probably the truth behind it. Because you don't just play your 90 minutes. Fitness, mate. Noah, it's simple as that. Like, players always come on for 20, 30 minutes when they're not fit. We know this. This is not new in football. Like, we need to really remember what we're saying here. Like, players, when they're not fit, they get 20, 30 minutes here and there and they ease back into it. Match sharpness. Yeah, it's exactly that. By the way, so I've got a text saying I've got to reduce my voice by a little bit, alright? So I'm going to speak a bit quieter because she's trying to get Ruben to sleep downstairs, so... We don't play in the EDS, mate. Come on, mate. What the EDS doesn't teach you anything. It's a shite level. So, Noah, I understand your anger, mate, but you're not being reasonable. Players playing 25 minutes when they're getting their fitness back is a very normal thing. You're just ranting. I promise you, mate, you're just angry. But Pep wants a fit Grealish. Pep wants a fit De Bruyne, and he'd play him in a heartbeat if he thought they were fit. Phil's lost a lot of confidence creatively, I would argue. I actually with Bonjour a little bit. I love Phil, but I don't think he's crap creatively. But I do feel like right now because he scored a lot of goals. I think that's defined him. The problem is as well is that I think scoring a lot of goals has won him the PFA Player of the Year. So it's almost like he feels like that's what makes him good, if that makes sense. And it's not what makes him good. He's so much more than that. And he's been encouraged to do that because he's good at it. Oh, lovely Kev. Oh, Kev again. Beautiful. God, we missed Kev, haven't we? We've really missed him. We've really missed Kev. Actual creativity. So I've got to keep my voice down a little bit, but like Diaz in the chat, mate. This is everything. Everything. Like this is not. If a team like Man City lose, I'm going to tweet this actually. If a team like Man City loses 5 in a row, it's clearly because of many problems hitting at the same time. It's not just as simple as players out of form or injuries or tactics or the manager. It's everything at once. It's not looking good, and that's how I feel. Hence why I feel we just have to ride it out. Investment to me feels like a necessity. That's how I feel about it. It's everything at once. I've got no idea of the solution. Feels like we just honestly have to ride it out. I just don't know what to do. Players taking chances would be nice, wouldn't it? The solution is time. I agree, Thomas. I think the solution is time. That's it. I think we could get lucky and Haaland finds a bit of like form again. De Bruyne stays on the pitch. De Bruyne stay on the pitch will make a difference. Paul, I can't answer that question, mate, because I'm not really in the skipping ahead to the end of the season carriage. I'm very much on for the ride, and I don't know. I'm not really a compromise to take what it is. In life, I'm very happy to let things play out, you know. So I don't really deal with the whole what would you take right now. I don't really know. I don't really care. But I would never write City off. I don't think we're going to win the league as it currently stands. No chance. But I am very willing to see where we're at in 3 or 4 games, and no, because like this is a weird spell. Like, some people like getting. I don't get why people get so angry at Pep. Like, I know he's not having the. Oh, Vardiel. Like, I see people like just blaming Cheeky or blaming Pepper one thing. It's like, I don't get it. I don't get this urge to blame one person. This isn't looking good, is it? We've still created. Annoying thing is, we created fucking loads of chances in this half. Look at that. I mean, look. The fact of the matter in life, AJ, people want to have answers. They do, but the problem is, for some reason, people don't like the idea that it's a collection because it's too broad. It's unsatisfying because the problem is when the answer is many things, it doesn't seem easy to fix. So that is overwhelming. Is that did they got to play? It looks like it did. And it's not nice to hear that the problem is a billion things. You want to blame one thing because there you've got a solution, you've got a problem. It's human psychology. Like it's easy to have the boogeyman, you know what I mean? The bad guy to point the finger at. But it's not that simple. It's not that simple. People, you look around, people want to blame Rico Lewis, you want to blame Gundogan, they want to blame Guardiola, they want to blame Cheeky, they want to blame Haaland or whatever. It gets you nowhere. It achieves nothing. It's clearly much deeper than that. Oh, they're going forward again. Brennan Johnson's just hit the post. You can pull it, of course. I'm not to stop anyone calling out poor performances, but we were going to pull out poor performances, mate. All of them. All of them. This is literally all of them. Who's played good? Desperation is the word philosophy, mate. I don't think City fans are turning on Pep for what it's worth. I think some people who are chronically online who are angry. Probably quite young as well, usually, or anger management issues. Because I would argue anyone mature enough with common sense would not really fully blame Pep for this. I think Pep might be responsible for some of it, but come on. That man has changed our lives. He absolutely does. He absolutely does not deserve the hatred. Yeah, I would go on too. To fair, mate. Mick, there's 1 minute left and it's pissing it down, and it's going to take about 4 hours to get home with the traffic around Manchester, mate. So, Mick, I don't blame him for going home, mate. It's fucking minging, and you'd be going home too, pal. So, look, City have actually emptied stadiums against big rivals before, so I don't blame any City fans going home. The weather's fucking minging. It's freezing cold, and things are grim right now. So I don't blame them. Look, I've seen Liverpool fans, United fans, Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans, empty stadiums. You know what I mean? So like we've emptied every stadium in the fucking country, mate. So for once, these players are going home early. So be it. I don't blame them at all. We're always empty by this point. I don't ever leave early, but the traffic is truly awful. So I get it. It takes me 2 hours to get home, and I only live half an hour away. So I actually get it to an extent, especially when you're losing 3-0 for crying out loud. I'm amazed that some of you are still there. Oh, it's very funny, Luke Rees, mate. Obviously, the pictures of the full stadium 10 minutes ago proves that it was empty, Luke. You're so hilarious, mate. This is not. Why do people make this up? It was full. The stadium was literally full today. Like, genuinely, like, what is wrong with people? Goal would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, and it's gone the other way. Fuck me, man. I've just seen a notification. Not even seen the goal yet. I haven't deleted any of your comments, Stephen McDonald, mate. I've just probably not let them come through because you probably just... Oh, that's so bad. That is so bad. That is so bad. That is unbelievably bad. That is horrifically bad. That was fucking horrific, man. Walker got burned by Gundogan there. That's humiliating. Humiliating. Like, what do you do to that? That is just unbelievably bad. Look at this. Grealish just gives it straight to Werner. Everyone's stood there moaning. Werner just leaves. What is Walker doing? Like, I can't get over how bad that defending is from Walker. It's shocking. No, I cannot be asked to update the score. You have to leave it as it is on the bottom. I just cannot believe how bad this is. This is a new low. Like, this is a new low. It really is. Like, truly a new low. Yeah, full time. We lost 4-0. Guys, I'll go get my match reaction ready. Shocking. Truly shocking. Anyway, in a bit, guys. I'll see you in a bit.